varsity football team into Harrington Stadium.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Keith Whitman. Alongside me is Vince. I got Rob on the camera, and we're here on the campus of Brook Hill at Harrington Stadium here in Bullard, Texas, for tonight's game between Live Oak Cliff and the Brook Hill Guard. We're starting a little bit early because the Brook Hill are doing a Texas Veterans Military Show honoring America's veterans. So we wanted to give you the opportunity to tune in and watch that honoring of America's veterans. So we're going to take you to the field, and then right before the
Ladies and gentlemen, as we have previously mentioned, tonight is a special night on the campus of the Brook Hill School. The Brook Hill School is a private Christian day boarding school featuring top academics and championship athletics. Tonight, we are here to pay tribute to men and women who have served as active duty military, veterans, first responders, and frontline healthcare workers. We will introduce each of the servant patriots that are here tonight by name due to their dedicated service to our communities and our country. To start off with tonight, we would like to recognize recently deceased Ronald Grant of the U.S. Army. Lieutenant Colonel Jim Snow, U.S. Army, retired. Lieutenant Colonel Jeff D. Hudson, Army, 22 years of service. Specialist 5, Kent Westbrook, 101st Airborne, U.S. Army, serving in Da Nang, Vietnam, 1970 to 1971. Captain Patrick Hammond, U.S. Army. Sergeant First Class Yvonne Munn, U.S. Army, retired, 21 years. Sergeant First Class George Munn, U.S. Army, retired, 28 years. Mike Barter, First Responding Paramedic. Chief Warrant Officer 4, Dwight Ike Seville, U.S. Navy, 31 years. Don Williams, U.S. MC, veteran and retired Tyler, firefighter. Corporal D. Merritt, U.S. Marine Corps. Petty Officer, Second Class, Phil Beckman, U.S. Navy Seabees. Specialist, Edgar Berwick, U.S. Army. Staff Sergeant John L. Marks, U.S. Army retired, a Vietnam vet from 67 to 68. Seaman Leland Watley, one of our own, the second, U.S. Navy. Petty Officer, Second Class, Holly Watley, U.S. Navy. And Leland Watley the first, Military Police, U.S. Army, 1970 to 73, Vietnam veteran. Petty Officer, Second Class, Dane Vazescas, U.S. Navy. Tech Sergeant Frederick Emery, U.S. Air Force Reserves, retired. Staff Sergeant Kevin Howe, 2nd 82nd Field Artillery, 1st Cavalry Division. Currently, Kevin is active duty in the military at Fort Cavazos. Bullard Fire Chief Peter Riley. Bullard Fire Deputy Chief Patrick Mefford. Bullard Firefighter Gregory Lugo. First Class Petty Officer Robert Brannon, Navy. Special Forces Frank Hansen, Army, Vietnam veteran. Lieutenant Junior Grade Michael Hall Sr., Navy. Lieutenant Colonel Richard Smith, U.S. Air Force, retired. Larry Powell, U.S. Navy. Kaylin firefighter. Staff Sergeant Ed Nistroy, U.S. Air Force. Scott Middleton, U.S. Air Force. And Edgar Berwick, U.S. Army. Last but not least, our very own Patrick Fitzgerald, U.S. Marine Corps retired. And last but not least, we want to recognize Brook Hill head football coach, Scott Ryle. Coach Ryle served in the Army National Guard and served 2 tours of duty in Iraq as a team leader. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's give a big round of applause to these servant patriots for their service to our community and our country. Thank you all for your service. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise as we are led in prayer by our head football coach, Scott Ryle.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to come and play this wonderful game of football. Thank you for this great weather. Thank you for safe travels to Life Oak Cliff. God, I just want to thank you for all these men and women that have served this great country. God, be over this game. Keep us safe. And God, hopefully honor you in how we pray. Amen.
At this time, would you please remain standing as our Brook Hill Cannon Guard, under the direction of Steve DeMint, presents our colors. Please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we are led in the singing of our national anthem by Brook Hill alumni Erica Eden Matei, her sister Alyssa Eden, and the former head of our Brook Hill Choir Department for 25 years, their mom, Miss Patty Eden.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Thank you to the Eden family, active duty military, veterans, first responders, frontline healthcare workers. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We thank you for your service. At this time, if you can exit the field to the south or west side, we would appreciate it. Let's give our veterans, active duty military, first responders, and frontline healthcare workers one more round of applause for all they've done for us.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie, and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETSN.
American State Bank, Mr. Tim Howe and Brandon Steele. They have been the premier sponsors of our Warrior Bowl games for several years. Azalea Orthopedics and Baylor Scott & White for providing us with our training program and rehab opportunities. And for Pet Supplies Plus, the Wright family, Charlie and Jonathan, for sponsoring the Brook Hill Guard Dogs. If you or your business would like more information on how you can become an exclusive partner and just what that means with Brook Hill Athletics, contact Miss Tiffany Hubbard in the Brook Hill Athletic Office.
Last week, you cannot base an entire season off the first game of the season.
No.
So to me, you know, they're even. It's the first game. It's a home game for Brook Hill, their first one. So we're going to see what happens in this game. The coin toss is over. We're going to see what happens here. And it looks like Brook Hill won the toss, so we'll see what they decide. They have deferred to the second half.
All right.
And It looks like they'll receive. So Oak Cliff wants to be on the defensive side to start off the game, and that's a little different. Is that what you? That's a little different. I haven't seen that, but maybe they see something we don't see, Vince.
You know, sometimes teams like to get warmed up. They want to let you go out there first and see what you can produce while they get their offense geared up and ready. So I'm okay with that. You know.
Hey. You know, they strategize. They get to see that week of film from the first game. So maybe the coaches over there see a little something.
And you know, you got to play that. You have to take that into account as well. So maybe they think that Brook Hill may not be so strong offensively.
Right. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to give Coach Ork a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. He knows a lot more about it than I do. He is a head coach.
Yes.
I am not.
Yes.
So we're going to give that. And both sides are going to get things set up. And we're almost time for some football here at Brook Hill School. And teams are coming out. Oak Cliff, Life Oak Cliff, the Lions heading out. And it looks like we have number 33, Lamont Wynn, deep along with, let me see if I can get his number. Vince, you got his number back there on the far side there?
Oh, I'm looking. Let me see if I can get that.
While you're
Is
looking.
that number 21?
It is. It's
That is
21.
number 21. That's our captain.
Fuculas. I'm sorry.
That's
if
all
I
right.
get that.
That's
It's
all right.
Braden, number 21.
That's Braden. That's what we're going to
Yeah,
call
we're
him.
going to call him Braden. But he's going to be back there. He's the captain. He's wide receiver, starting wide receiver. And number 8 for Brook Hill, Marlon Rataj. He's going to be the kicker. So he's going to kick things off. Referees heading out to take their place on the field. And we're about ready to get this thing kicked off here at Brook Hill. Vince is ready. He's over here rubbing his hands Miyagi style. And we're all ready for Friday Night Lights here on NETSN. And we're glad that you're joining us.
It's been a long time since I played football, but every time I see a kickoff live, you know, I kind of get the goosebumps a little bit.
It is exciting. It is exciting. Anytime, and Vince, you talk about getting that goosebumps, you get to watch it. Oh, here we go. Here's a kick.
Yep,
I thought they're getting ready.
Wow. Okay.
A good kickoff. And Wynn has it. He takes to the outside. He got a little break, a good block.
Wow.
And he's brought down about the 35-yard line, so a good return. And it looked like he might get some space over there on the right side, but Brook Hill brings in the coverage. So the Lions will take over 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. The quarterback for the Lions is number 3, senior Jaden Robinson. Running back is Marcus Franklin, number 2. He's a sophomore. But there's nobody in the backfield except for Robinson, so we're going to see how the Lions start things off.
No tailbacks. Okay.
There's the snap, and it's going to be high on the outside.
Picked. Look at that.
And pass intended, I believe, going to be for number 6, Devontae Alex, on the outside.
Looks like it was defended by number 2, Ryder Williams.
Yeah, Williams got a little ups on there.
Yeah.
And that was actually Charles Hicks was the intended receiver, number 8. So empty backfield again for the Lions. You got trips left, twins right. Robinson telling his receivers the play. 5 seconds left on the play clock. There's the snap. Robinson keeps it on the outside and is taken down in the backfield.
Looks like he was brought down by number 22. Dylan Oots is his name.
Dylan Oots. He came around that backside defensive end position, and Robinson didn't see him coming. He took the keeper and brought it around to the outside. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Lions. Still keeping that trips left and twins right. What's that, Vince?
I was just going to say, they like that 5 wide.
They do.
If they like it, I love it.
Yep, here's the snap. Robinson back. He's taking a look. Throws to the right side. Over the top. And 6. Devontae Alex was the intended receiver off his hands.
Yeah, I almost had that one.
Yeah, he took the tips on there. So the clock will stop, and that'll be 4th down and 12, and the punt team for the Lions is going to come up. So, Vince, it was almost pretty much all passes on that first round for the Lions.
Yeah, except for the one run, but it didn't get anything. So,
and the snap's over the head.
Oh,
and it's going to be scooped up in the end zone.
In the end zone.
And touchdown, Brook Hill.
Wow, Brook Hill. Wow. Way to go, guys.
The snap was high over the head of Arthur Hernandez.
Picked up by number 22, Dylan Oots.
And Dylan Oots, he's the one of the man of the round this time. He got the sack earlier, and now he gets the touchdown to start the game.
Super excited. Looks like they tried to go for 2.
Yeah, I think they did, and that just did not work.
No.
And so after that interesting fumble on the punt there, on the recovery, Oots gets it in, and the Brook Hill Guard are up by 6. And touchdowns sponsor for today's game is Precision Scanning. And you're watching Friday Night Lights here for Brook Hill. We'll be right back.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we are back. I apologize. Earlier we were wrong on the coin toss. I assumed that Brook Hill would be receiving, but the referee kind of either I read it wrong or whatever. But
it
anyway,
did look like they were.
Brook Hill kicks off again. Charles Hicks.
Oh wow!
And another little fumble. Correction, that wasn't Hicks. That was Rataj kicking for the guard.
Looks like he's down at the 14. Is it on his own 14?
Yeah, the Mon Win got that. He fumbled it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm.
But he went around to the outside and gets to around the 16-yard line.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to spot it. The chains have him spotted at the 15, but the refs are at the 16. So I'm wondering. I go by the refs. I don't go really by the chains right now. So it looks like they're going to spot it on the 16. We have a penalty. Looks like going to be illegal hands. I don't know if that was probably a block in the back, I believe is what that was. So that's going to back him up. First and 10 from the 10-yard line.
Really shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Well, backing up. So we're going to see there's still nobody in the backfield there, Vince.
5 wide. Hey, again, you like it, I love it. So
there you go. Robinson in the backfield. Trying to get a person in motion. There he goes. A little shovel pass over to Alex. And gets a little bit. The ball comes loose. But he was already down. He gained about 4 on the play.
You know, one thing I can say about their offense, to be in a 5 wide like that, you got to have a pretty athletic quarterback.
Well, and I saw him run earlier, and he had a little speed to him.
They're confident in it.
Oh, yeah. Now we got a runner in the backfield, number 2, Marcus Franklin, here running back. Just to the left.
Shift.
And a flag flies, got movement on the front line. False start on the Lions, so that'll back him up. Got to hold your water on that front line, Vince.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. I know.
As a former lineman myself, I understand how that works.
You definitely don't want to be caught jumping.
So it's going to be second down again. And 12 this time. Robinson takes the snap. Back into the end zone. Throws to the right. Got a wide open receiver, but good coverage.
In and out of his hands. Wait.
And it's going to be an interception.
Is it wow.
And it was deflected into the hands. And who was that, Vince? Is it number 8?
I'm
Yeah,
looking
Marlon
up. Is it 8?
Rataj, I believe, number 8. Yeah.
Number 8.
Yeah, Marlon Rataj,
All
number
right.
8. And it looks like it was just deflected right into his hands. So another 6 on the board for the Brook Hill guard.
Wow.
So they're going to set up little swing and gate action for the extra point. Here's the snap. Extra point up.
And it's good.
And it's good. So the guy who got the touchdown kicked the extra point as well. And Rataj helped the Brook Hill guard get on the board. It's 13-0 right now in the first. 9 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Precision Scanning is our touchdown sponsor for the game. And we'll be right back from Harrington Stadium on the campus of Brook Hill.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we are back. And once again, we have Wynn in the backfield for the kickoff. Braden also back there to receive.
I tell you what, if you're Brook Hill, you must feel really good on offense right now.
Yeah, but you got to be careful with that.
You're right. They haven't had a chance.
They hadn't had a chance.
Yeah.
Number 5 on the return for the Lions, Harlem Starks. And he's caught from behind. Gets to about the 34-yard line.
Looks like he's taken down by number 8. Is that 8? Or
I believe that's 6.
6. Sorry about that. Number 6 is Braxton Durrett.
So Durrett with that one.
Durrett.
Yeah. I just know that we could. I heard the announcer say it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line for the Lions. Robinson in the backfield with Franklin. 2 receivers on each side. And the Lions looking to get a break here.
Oh, flag.
And a flag on the play. That's probably going to be illegal motion again. Somebody moved. Not sure who.
Looks like 22 is coming out. He's kind of hopping a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan Oust. That's going to back up the Lions about 5 yards, and coach of the Lions is not a happy camper over there. So 1st and 10 turned into 1st and 15. Robinson waits for the snap. And miscommunication turns into a timeout
Looks like 21
by
did not hear the play.
Robinson. And I agree. It looks like we had some miscommunication from the receivers. So we got timeout on the field. That's going to put timeout for us here up in the booth. You're watching NETSN live from Bullard, Texas for Friday Night Lights. We'll be right back. Don't go away. And we're back. Robinson in the backfield. And we're going to get this thing started. Man in motion. And Robinson on the keeper to the outside. Thought he had a block, but he gets a good stiff arm.
Oh.
Cuts back up. Gets to about the 35-yard line. Takes about 3 guard with him. So a good positive run there.
Looks like he was taken down by number 17. That is Luke McNeil. Well, it was a host of them, but Luke McNeil was the one I saw. Looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 8.
A gain of about 7 makes it 2nd down and 8 for the Lions.
Robinson back. Got a flag on the play again. Looks like it's going to be movement.
Penalty flag prior to the play. Illegal procedure.
So it's illegal procedure on the Lions again, so that'll back them up 5 yards, Vince.
Yeah.
They just can't get things going.
Yeah, I don't understand. They just.
I don't know if
right now.
there's confusion from the front line.
Quarterback takes the snap.
Oh, and there's
he
tripped
jumped
up.
Down.
Robinson is sacked by number 57, Luke Middleton, also in there.
Luke Middleton on that sack. Number 57 comes up big for Brook Hill.
Loss on the play of about 8. That's going to make it third.
So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Lions, and they just can't seem to get anything going, Vince. They're trying to pull stuff out, but nothing seems to be falling into place for the Lions tonight.
Yeah, and they haven't really truly come off the field yet, so they haven't really had enough time to regroup yet. So I imagine once they do come off the field and their defense gets a chance to step out there and give them a rest, they'll get it together.
Got a flag on the play, so it's in the area of holding possibly, but a good pass there. And it's going to be caught by number 11, Terren Stanley.
Complete to number 11, Terren Stanley.
Almost gets back but to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be holding. And, of course, Brook Hill is going to deny that penalty. So it's going to be 4th down.
It's going to make it 4th down and about 12.
So it's 4th and 12, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field, so they're going to go for it.
4th down play.
And after the last punt attempt, Vince, I don't really blame them.
Yeah, you got to get something going. You got to get your team.
So we have a
excited.
timeout for Brook Hill. So I don't know if they saw something they didn't like or what, but they took a short timeout.
Honestly, they just may not have been prepared for it.
And they might not. So they took a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching football, Life Oak Cliff. Brook Hill here at Harrington Stadium. We'll be right back.
Cheryl Germany Higgins has lived in Chapel Hill all of her life, and she and her team would love to help you invest your hard-earned money in very conservative ways at Income Portfolio Strategies. Over 40 years of banking and investment experience. Give her a call today at 903-509-2289.
And we are back here at Brook Hill. And it's 4th down, and the Lions went for it. It's going to be an incomplete pass intended for Charles Hicks.
You know,
and with that, it's going to be 1st and 10, turnover on downs. Vince, what you got?
Even though they did not complete the pass, I think this might be good for Life Oak Cliff because they get an opportunity to sorry there. But I think they get an opportunity to actually get on the sideline, get with the coach, get with the offensive coordinator, and really just figure out what's going on out there.
Well, and they get a rest.
Yeah.
And really, this is the first time we're going to see Brook Hill's offense this game. And we're with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. So here we go. An incomplete pass as Leland Watley. No, I'm sorry. That was Jonah McCown is the quarterback for Brook Hill. So no huddle goes the guard, and McCown in the backfield. Here's the pass over to the outside. Caught by Williams, Ryder Williams on the catch.
McCown's pass complete to Ryder Williams. Actually a loss of a couple on the reception. It's going to make it loss of 1, make it 3rd and 11.
So a loss on the play, And we have an injury timeout.
We have an injured lion down on the turf.
A lion for Oak Cliff is down. So we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Give a big round of applause to number 7. That's Daniel Reedy walking off on his own power. That's good to see. 3rd and 11 for the guard. Ball's at the 34-yard line.
And we are back. Player got up on his own power, which we're happy about.
That's always good. That's always good.
McCowan in the backfield and ready for the snap.
Oh, looks like he's getting some signals from the coach.
Oh, yeah. They do no huddle, Vince, so looking for those things. Durrett there to his right. McCowan back, gets a little pressure, and a good little dump pass.
Wow, look at that.
Number 8 to Blake Witten. And Witten up the middle.
Touchdown.
And into the end zone. Touchdown. Guard.
McCowan's pass complete to number 18, Blake Witten.
So Blake Witten
Carries it into the line end zone.
gets a good little dump pass behind the line of scrimmage and makes it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah.
So Rataj.
Screenplay.
Oh, yeah, it was a good little play.
Yeah.
Opened up really well.
It did. He had to do a little razzle and dazzle there, but he got in the end zone. That's all that matters.
Extra point is up and good.
Extra point by Marlon Rock.
So once again, the Brook Hill guard find the end zone.
5 minutes and 50.
And we'll head to our touchdown sponsor, Precision Scanning. We'll be right back.
Lipo.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we are back at Brook Hill.
Warrior Bowl run.
And we want to just thank everybody for watching.
At 7 o'clock.
We always enjoy all of our football fans that come around and watch. We're going to, here in a little bit, we're going to give you some updates on scores around East Texas as they are coming in. Don't forget, we do have a NETSN app on Apple and Android, and you won't miss a bit of football action around East Texas with our scores. So go ahead and log in, download that app, and don't miss a minute of Friday Night Lights on the NETSN app. Rataj with the kick. And it is caught by Wynn. He brings it up around the 37-yard line.
Around the 37.
And I'll tell you what, Vince, I'd be worried about Wynn. If he gets to open field, that guy may not be caught.
He can scoot. He can definitely scoot. So, I mean, just looking at him a second ago, I was like, man, he might make one.
So we're going to see if a little rest and talking with Coach puts the Lions in a better position here with 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Robinson in the backfield alone again. Got 4 receivers to the right. He turns.
Ooh.
And a good throw.
Swing pass.
It's a good swing pass to Alex. And breaks about 3 or 4. Got a good spin move.
Oh, he goes down.
And his rendition of a washing machine there, Vince, and doing a spin and spin. I got dizzy just watching it.
Know. In Madden, you say, you hit the B button one too many times. So,
but a 3-yard gain, so that's a positive. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. And we got some stoppage here. And it looks like they didn't give him as much yardage as they thought. So a 3-yard gain turned into a 1-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Robinson gets the snap. He tucks the ball, runs up, and he gets hit from behind.
Looks like about 4 or 5 yards there for him.
And does a good job. Looked like he was mauled there, Vince, by about 6 guard there.
You know, I tell you what, that defense of Brook Hill, they're not playing tonight.
No, they swarm in there, don't they?
Yeah. You know, last week, even though the score got out of hand for a second, you know, they came back in that second half.
Sure did.
Yeah, so I think, again, that, you know, once the nerves are settled and everything, you know, Brook Hill, they're a tough team to beat.
They really are.
At least defensively.
It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Robinson ready for the snap. Here it comes. Steps 3 or 4 back. He's in trouble, tries to throw it, but nobody around but lineman.
Had to give it up.
And flag down.
We do have a flag, so
we're going to wait to see what referee says. We get holding.
Let's see what he saw.
And it's going to be holding. We're going to see if they're going to take it or no. And I bet they'll accept it because it's a little bit too close for comfort to deny this one. He denied the last one, so they'll back him up 10 yards and replay 3rd down. So you went from 3rd and 5, Vince, to 3rd and 15.
Man, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. I don't understand.
Every time they gain ground, they lose it. So we'll see what Coach puts up for the Lions this time. And I just feel that they're just going to break out here in any second because Robinson just has that ability.
He does.
Here's a good pass. He's got a wide open receiver down the sideline.
Here we go. Left foot,
and this
right
is Braden.
foot, left foot, right
10, 5, touchdown. I'm looking back, no flag. So I told you it was going to break out.
You just said it. You just said it.
I was waiting on it. I knew they had it in them. Touchdown,
I
Lions.
didn't know it would be that soon.
So on a 3rd and 15, Robinson throws it out to Braden. And a good touchdown pass. A wide open receiver with blown coverage had to have been. And that young man had some wheels.
He did. He took off. That was about, what, 40, 50 yards?
I believe so. A little bit more than that, but he got it. It was a good one. They're going to go for 2 on this. Robinson throws and little low. He had some pressure. He was kind of being pushed there.
Yeah. Looks like that was deflected.
Blake Witten was breathing down Robinson's neck. But now the Lions are on the board, and this thing is just getting going. We're still in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. And we'll be right back here in Brook Hill with the score. Life Oak Cliff 6, Brook Hill Guard 20. Don't go away.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we are back here at Harrington Stadium. And Vince just had a great play by Life Oak Cliff Lions with a huge touchdown pass.
Hey,
and little life going into Oak Cliff there
Yeah.
after a kind of a stall there in the first part of the first quarter. Now, we are still in the first quarter here. And finally, it's been all Brook Hill so far. But now Life Oak Cliff put a little pep in their step there and got a good touchdown pass.
This is the first time we're seeing their kickoff team.
We are. Who's kicking there? I can't see.
Looks like number 19. That would be Arthur Hernandez.
We got a little, I don't think I've ever seen that, Vince. A little confusion on what to do. Samuel Williams caught the ball and had a little discussion there with his partner and didn't know what to do. And I think he just I think the referee saved him.
Yeah.
Because they were looking around. So they blew it dead. And that's where Brook Hill will take over. And I think Samuel actually may have just, I don't know if he fair caught it. I think that's what they call the fair catch. But that was kind of interesting. But Brook Hill will take it over there Going to be
McCowan in
first
the
and
backfield.
10 from the 34-yard line. There's a handoff.
Handoff. Let's see. Going up the field. Looks like
That's
he's got
Durrett.
Three, 4 yards there.
Not bad. Durrett changes direction, gets there about a 4-yard gain.
Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the guard.
It'll be 2nd and 6. McCown gets it, fakes the handoff to Durrett, and throws an incomplete pass to the outside. Intended receiver was Colton Richards.
Pass incomplete.
So that no-huddle offense
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for Brook Hill.
trying to get that Lion defense off kilter a little bit.
You know, the good thing about that no-huddle offense, as a defensive player, you don't really get time to get a play in.
Right.
You know, you just have to go with it sometimes.
Durrett up the middle, gets hit hard.
Braxton Durrett up the middle.
Is that a first?
Gets right close to the first down. I believe it's going to be.
Brook Hill.
Oh, yeah,
First
they
down,
give him
there
a
it
first
is.
down. I thought he was just shy, but they put him through the first down, so the clock's still running. McCown behind. Moves Durrett over to the right side. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Handoff. Durrett takes it to the left side, breaks a tackle,
Wow.
and he gets hit right at the line to gain mark.
Now,
9
as a
into the ball game
as a
with the
defensive
35.
coordinator, you got to tell your guys on Life Oak Cliff to wrap up.
Better known
That's their
around
issue
here
right
as
now,
Trey.
is that they're just not wrapping up. They're making contact, but they're not wrapping up anybody.
Handoff to Durrett. Up the middle. That was a good wrap up.
Watley up the middle and gets the first down with a nice run of about 4.5.
It actually seems like on the ground, Brook Hill is getting whatever they want out there.
And it sure is. That was Russell for the Lions with the takedown. So not a bad tackle there, but it did get a first down. Westbrook in motion. McCowan.
Hands off to number 35.
Yeah, that was 35. That's going to be Watley, Leland Watley. And they're still rolling.
It's like they're averaging at least 4 to 5 yards of play.
They sure, yeah.
That's enough to just keep moving the chains.
Just over a minute left in the first quarter. Oh,
looks
got
like-
a little bit of movement there.
Got a little excited there, so.
McCowan fakes the handoff, backs up. Got a little pressure, but a good throw there. That's going to be Westbrook on the outside. Good stop.
Pass complete to Brecken Westbrook.
Looks like they got another first down.
Carries the ball down to the Lions 20.
And that was Jaden Robinson on the stop.
Up for another Brook Hill first down.
So that'll be first down. And handoff to Durrett. He goes up the middle of the outside there, pounces.
Off the right side.
And that's enough for another guard first down, Vince.
Yeah, Life Oak Cliff. I wanted to say that. They got to get a handle on that line of scrimmage.
Say that 3 times fast. McCowan gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws to the outside.
Oh.
And that's Ryder Williams.
Down at the 5.
Complete to Ryder Williams
A good stop by Zarin Zakris.
on the 5-yard line.
And looks like we're going to have oh, nope, that's the end of the first quarter.
That is the end of it.
So we're through 1 here at Brook Hill. Your score, the Brook Hill Guard 20, Life Oak Cliff Lions 6. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Friday Night Lights from the Brook Hill School in Bullard, Texas. We'll be right back. back here at Harrington Stadium. And we got a big one here, Vince, going on. Oak Cliff finally got a score on the board, but it's been all Brook Hill so far. And they're knocking on the door again.
Their offense is just getting whatever they want.
And it's going to be first and goal from, looks like, the 6-yard line. And want to give you some updates as we go here in the second quarter. Paul Pewett's up 14-0 over Wascom right now in the second quarter. There's a handoff to Durrett up the middle. Touchdown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Brook Hill. Trying to do an update, and they go ahead and run the score here.
Off the right side, into the end zone.
So Durrett shovel pass to the right side and breaks a couple of tackles. Good job.
Ooh, big hit by number 17. That is Luke McNeil.
Good job by McNeil, but Franklin did a good job to break a few tackles and gets a good 8-yard run.
He did.
Actually, a 7-yard run as they backed him up a little bit.
Gain of about 7 on the carry. 2nd and 3 for Life Oak Cliff.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3. As Oak Cliff trying to get things going.
Here we are again. Another handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage.
Franklin tried to get a run up the middle, but Brook Hill did not let him get anywhere on that one.
No, it looks like that was number 75, Luke Cundiff. Luke Cundiff on the tackle.
Short gain is going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Lions.
So 3rd down and 2 as the Lions try to get things going and get a first down here. Robinson ready for the snap.
Number 6 in motion. Robinson takes the snap.
Oh, and he fumbles the ball. Now, I was going to say, I think that was caused by the ground.
First down for the Lions.
And a good job by Robinson. He reaches out and gets the first down.
Yeah.
So a good play.
Aware enough to reach out. You know, that's a good quality. A lot of people don't know.
And a very good job. Yeah, I agree. That was a very good job by Robinson there. And Oak Cliff has a first down. Here's a snap to Robinson. Backs up. Good throw to the outside. Wide open receiver. And it's a catch. That's number 21, Braden.
Number 21, Braden Ficule.
Oh, I have it wrong. The wrong list. Yeah, Braden.
Braden Ficules. So he gets another first down. That's back-to-back first downs for the Lions, and they're moving right along.
Keith, I kind of feel like the nerves have settled.
Possibly.
They're a little comfortable now.
And another snap, little fumble there from Robinson, but he gets it good and runs straight up the middle. Does a good job.
Looks like he gains about 3 yards on that. You know, the fumbling. That is problematic, and seems like they all have that issue right now on their offense. So definitely got to get that under control. Otherwise, offensively right now, they're playing a really good game.
Little more than
Yeah.
2.
They're moving the ball, and that was what they couldn't do in the first quarter. They were stuck at the line of scrimmage.
And I agree. They're just, but now they're getting a little bit more confidence. Robinson to the outside, a good throw, and Franklin catches that ball. He's caught from behind, but gets about 3 yards.
And that's all it takes, just a little bit at a time, just a little bit. You know, if you average 4 yards every play, you'll always get a first down.
And I believe that was Luke McNeil on the stop. So it's going to be 3rd down, and I believe 6. 3rd and 5, actually.
Make it 3rd down 5 for Life Oak Cliff.
So Robinson, and the flag on the play, it's probably going to be another false start. Sure is.
Illegal procedure is the call. The The 5-yard walk-off is going to make it 3rd down and 10 for the Lions.
You get those penalties under control, you close the gap. You close the gap between you and Brook Hill.
So Robinson's going to get it. So you go from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10.
And they come in the worst moments of the game.
But don't put them out there, Vince. They were 3rd and 15 and scored a touchdown last time.
You're right,
so
they did.
Let's not get him back. Robinson backs up. He gets a little bit of pressure. We have a flag on the play, and he just throws it to the receiver. Franklin was the only person in the area.
A lot of pressure there by Westbrook.
So I believe there's a holding, and that's what the call is going to be. It's going to be holding on the Lions. That penalty is going to be declined, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Vince, I'm going to tell you, the Lions are not, despite what the score shows, the Lions are not playing bad football. It's just the penalties. The penalties are just killing them.
It is
and
them up.
It just puts them.
And you see they do have some athletic
They
players
do.
out there on the field. So
And they're going to keep their offense in. So it's going to be 4th and 10. And we'll see how they react to this as Robinson's by himself in the backfield. A good rush, and he gets hit from the outside as he throws.
You know, I think the issue is coming up front. They just cannot. They can't block that defensive line.
Yeah, Luke
Brook
McNeil
Hill
came from the outside in the outside linebacker position.
Yeah.
And just gave that pressure. So it's going to be a turnover on downs as the Brook Hill guard now have another shot at putting something in the end zone. But don't put it past the Lions to give them the stop here, as we have 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. So McCowan and company head out to midfield. Now, Vince, we've talked a lot about what the Lions have kind of messed up on. What positive things can you see that they've done so far in this first half?
Well, that last drive, they've shown the ability to move the football. They've shown the ability to run. They've shown the ability to pass. You know, I mean, the big plays are awesome, but you know that's not always what's going to happen. You know, sometimes you have to play situational football.
Yeah, you can't expect the big ones. And that was a pass to number 23, Ronnie Lindrews, but
like
it's going to go back.
down.
It's a holding penalty.
Down on the field.
And we have an injury timeout. And so we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-588.
And that injury timeout was brought to you by Karen Murphy with Century 21. And it looks like
A round of applause for
number 10 to Corian Russell.
And
Again,
again,
he's going to walk off on his own power.
On his own power. That's all right.
That's what we like to see. We're going to give you some score updates over in Troop.
What you got?
Troop is hosting Carlisle tonight, and they're giving them a little run. 21-7 in the second quarter. Pleasant Grove over Byrd in Louisiana, 27-0 right now. And Chapel Hill is over Van right now in the second quarter, 20-14.
Okay.
So a pretty close game there.
Close game.
Harmony over White Oak right now, 35-0. And, you know, Troop gave White Oak a little romp last week as well. So
Yeah.
White Oak wanting to come back but not doing so well. McCowan with the handoff to Durrett.
Braxton Durrett on the carry.
Looks
And-
like that's about 4 yards.
Tackled there by number 55.
4 yards into a first down and a whole lot.
Brook Hill fans to go to that
So a good
Conroy family
stop by the Lions there.
One of those yummy for real milkshakes.
White House up on Jacksonville 9-0 in the second quarter right now. Mount Vernon leads Gladewater 21-7.
Hit the spot.
It's going to be second down and long for the guard. McCowan fakes the handoff, goes to the right side, finds a wide open receiver, and just can't do it. Threw it behind him.
Yeah, he just wasn't ready for it. That was Westbrook.
Yeah, Brecken Westbrook, excuse me, was the intended receiver. He wanted it. Reedy was the closest defender in the area.
Yeah, he realized he missed that one.
Garrison is leading ARP right now in the second quarter, 21-7. Winsboro over Canton right now, 21-0. And Overton is leading All Saints 21-0 as well in the second quarter.
Man,
McCowan,
blowouts.
And we have a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start, I imagine, and it sure is. A lot of false starts in this ball game on both sides of the ball, Vince.
Yeah, discipline. Discipline.
And you would think, it's early in the season, Vince, but you would think that wouldn't be happening as much in the second week as it is right now.
All summer.
And I would hate to be in the locker rooms of either team as a lineman, at least, because let me tell you, my coach wouldn't.
No, would have never allowed that.
So McCowan back. He's looking for a receiver. That's the same play as earlier.
Up the field. He got a lot of it back.
And he really did. That's number 6, Braxton Durrett.
Durrett really is making a lot of plays out there for him tonight.
That's going to make it 4.
But to go back on what you said, I wouldn't just hate to be in the locker room at halftime. I wouldn't want to show up on Monday.
And we have another false start, Vince. I saw that one from up here. Your right tackle kind of he was 3 yards into the defense before the ball was snapped.
These guys are excited.
Please meet Coach Tiffany Hubbard by the field gate.
Now they're trying to figure out if the defensive end moved. I imagine that's what they're talking about, Vince. Now I saw the offensive guy moved. I did not see the defensive man move.
I didn't either. I didn't catch that, but I'm not a referee, so I ain't gonna.
Right.
I ain't gonna argue.
The right side in front of the bleachers.
So it looks like they're going to actually call that on the defense, Vince. So it's going to be encroachment.
Wow.
They'll move it up 5 yards. So they discussed it, said the defense
they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Right. McCowan back. Rolls to the right side. Tries to find a man, throws it, and out of bounds. That was not a very good throw. And
the coach
is excited.
He is loving
He is trying to pump his team up.
He is fired up.
He fired me up on that. That's an excitable coach. I love to see that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it should be. He just stopped the team that's just been really kind of just had their way the whole game, like you said. So it's going to be 1st down and 10
now,
after a turnover on down.
Now think about this, Keith. They go down and get a score right now. This whole game turns around. You know?
Right.
So you go down, get you a score. Let's say you go for 2 to make it 14.
Uh-huh.
Now you're down 13. That quick. You're back in the game. Before the half. That's great. That's great for them.
Get back right in it.
Now, obviously, if you're Brook Hill, you do not want to give that up right now.
No.
You've been playing excellent till this point.
Exactly.
You got a great lead. Oh, looks like he fumbled the ball there for
and probably had a little, he had a little bit of a control issue there.
Lands incomplete.
Gets it back.
On the Hellas Matrix turf. Brook Hill football is played on the same turf that the Dallas Cowboys use and that is used at the Super Bowl.
So Robinson back there. 2nd down and 10.
Oh.
And we got a penalty flag?
Flag on the play.
Yep.
They did.
And jumped off again. So once again, another false start.
Listen, I'm not one to beat a dead horse here, but boy, I tell you, Monday morning, it's going to be a lot of whistle blowing.
Heck, tomorrow morning going to be a lot of whistle blowing. So called by Life Oak Cliff. That's their second one of the half. And with their timeout, we're going to take a timeout. So we'll be right back from Harrington Stadium on the campus of the Brook Hill School. Your score here, Life Oak Cliff 6, Brook Hill 27. Don't go away.
Be treated like family by a local team of experts to make sure your animal needs are fully stocked year-round. Over 7 tons of all your Lone Star feed needs are in stock daily, including Double Down Deer Feed, Rain Star Black Bag Cubes, Lone Star Game Bird Seed, Lone Star All-Stock Cattle and Horse Feeds, Hay Stretcher, Bull and Heifer Developer, and a wide range of Lone Star Poultry Feeds as well. Feed a dog of any breed and size with Victor and Lone Star Premium Dog Foods. Find them on the corner of Bascom Road and Spur 248, right in the heart of Bulldog Country.
Elder Feed and Supply, proud sponsor of the Bulldog Sports Network.
That's a little better.
And we are back. And another flag on the play.
They're going to blow the whistle again.
And that's on Oak Cliff, Life Oak Cliff. And that's the receiver just kind of moseyed on past the line of scrimmage like he was taking a stroll on a Sunday evening. So another false start.
All right, let's see if we can get the ball rolling this time. Takes a snap, catches it. Looks like he gets to the line
right around the line of scrimmage, yeah. So that's going to be
number 21, Braden Facules.
Braden Facules, number 21, with the catch, and that's not a first down, excuse me. That's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 9, so it's more manageable. Robinson with the throw, and in and out of the hands of Devontae Alex, and it's going to be 4th down and 9 in the first half.
Now, I don't know if I agree with this. I think you give Brook Hill half the field.
Right, you give him in a good position, especially right before the half.
Right there.
Yeah, and he was hit pretty hard, and they've done that every time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs, basically right where they took a turnover on downs.
Yeah. You know, you're having trouble covering everybody on the line of scrimmage. So to me, it would have just made a little bit more sense to punt the ball, take the L this time, punt the ball, let your defense make another stop, and then you get another shot at it before the end of the half.
Exactly. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for the guard. Just under 4 minutes left. McCowan in the back. Durrett gets the handoff up the middle. Tries to bounce to the outside, gets tripped up.
Yeah, got about 9 yards on that.
Pickup of about 7.
Oh, they said 7, so.
Jatavian Tatum trips him up. So it'll be 2nd down and 3.
2nd down and 4.
Handoff again to Durrett. Finds a little bit of a hole.
You know, Keith, when you run the ball as good as this, you don't have to throw. You know, back in the day, me and some buddies, we used to call that milking the clock. And we used to call teams that do that, we used to call them milkman.
And it does very well for you.
Oh, flag on the play.
Another flag on the play. And another false start. And I don't know how many we've had, but it sure has been a lot.
I lost count a long time ago.
5-yard mark off against the guard makes it 2nd down 15.
So it'll be 1st down and around 15 after that mark off. There's a pass by McCowan.
Just behind the line of scrimmage there, getting it back, so getting close anyway.
Running back. Tackle on the play was made by Jatavian Tatum.
McCowan getting the play from the coaches. takes the snap.
It's good.
Man, that has got to be probably one of the biggest kickers I've seen in high school.
He's a tall one, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back at Harrington Field.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
All right, the ball.
Looks like the ball was on the ground. The ground
Referee say nope. It is LOC's ball.
Cliff retains possession, and the Lions will take over first and 10.
So almost a little bit of something there.
Yeah. Now, just my opinion. You got a minute and 33 seconds left. I try to do something big.
Yeah.
I try to get up the field as quick as I can. I want to get something out of this half.
Right. Robinson throws. Incomplete.
Looks like that was number, is that 21? It's hard to be.
Actually, I think it was Terrin Stanley, number 11.
Number 11, I'm sorry. Yeah, at this point, first half 34-6, I got to try something.
Yeah.
I got to reach in the playbook for something.
Well, you got to, yeah. With a minute and a half, Robinson steps back. Throws to the outside, has a wide open receiver. Gets about 6 yards on that play.
All right.
So Brook Hill takes a timeout.
Brook Hill probably didn't like what they saw there.
And with that timeout, we're going to take a short timeout ourselves. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back from Harrington Stadium in Bullard, Texas.
Welch Holdings and Investment Properties was founded by 3 Chapel Hill grads and a Chapel Hill dad. WIP specializes in rescuing older homes and breathing new life into them for another generation to enjoy. Using top quality materials and innovative remodeling designs, our rentals are in high demand. Check out our Facebook page for some of the amazing transformations WIP has completed. Welch Holdings and Investment Properties, where we whip houses into modernized, desirable homes.
And we're back. Robinson waiting for the snap. Here it comes. Throw and under pressure, but a good catch.
Wow. Oh,
And,
he's up the field. He's still
Alex
going.
gets it to the 40. He's down to the 35, 30, 25, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
But a
Wow.
great play.
Wow. Again, something big.
And that's what they needed. Saved by Dylan Outs. And we have an injury on the field. Excuse me, Oots. Dylan Oots.
Have an injured Lion down on the turf.
And so we're going to take a short injury timeout break. This injury timeout is brought to you by Kara Murphy, Century 21. Don't go away.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5888.
So the injured player, and I believe it was number 6, Devontae Alex, gets up on his own power and makes his way off the field. We always like to see that. So, Vince, you got 57 seconds. You're the coach. You're first down and 10 after a huge run. What do you do?
I shoot for the end zone. I do. I mean, it again.
All 4 times or just –
Man, 34-6 makes me nervous. I do not want to go into the half 34-6. I don't want them thinking that they have us licked. I just don't.
True.
So I want to –
because they get the ball. Brook Hill gets the ball after half, so
Absolutely.
they get the ball next time. So you want that momentum on your side coming out. And, going in at half, you don't want to be down that bad. You want that pump, that big mo going in with that touchdown.
Yes.
Here's the snap to Robinson. Looks to the outside. Has a receiver, but he just puts a little too much on it. Good hit by that coverage. Who is that, Vince?
Looks like
number 11?
11?
Pardon me. Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
it's
number
hard to
11.
see
That's
out there.
Samuel Williams. He puts a good smack on that receiver, and that was intended receiver was number 21, and that's Braden Facules. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Robinson back, looking for Facules again.
There it goes.
And it's going to be back in the end zone, and no good. It's just in and out of his hands. A beautiful pass.
Wow.
And good route, good coverage. I think it was just good all around.
You couldn't ask for anything better. He just didn't make the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Okay, we don't shoot for the end zone. Don't shoot for the end zone. You should have had that one, but don't shoot for the end zone.
So we have a score update real quick, 23-14 in Chapel Hill at halftime. That's your halftime score, 23-13 Chapel Hill. 3rd down and 10 right here in Brook Hill. 45 seconds left. Robinson waiting for the snap. There it is. Takes about the 4-step drop, throws to the outside, picked off.
Oh,
No, he didn't pick it off.
dropped
Sorry,
it,
he
but
dropped
good
it.
Job. He get good
It
defense
looked like
on
it
that.
was. What number was that?
Number 57. I'm
It's hard to see those numbers. That's Luke Middleton.
Luke Middleton.
It's hard to see those numbers from up here.
Okay.
Of course, when you're old as I am, it's hard to see numbers from any direction.
From the coach right now,
What you got?
you got to tell your guys, throw for the first down. Do not throw under the first down. Throw for the first down. I know you got some athletes, but we don't want to get stopped before that.
Right.
So throw for the first down. Don't go for the touchdown. Just
And if I'm defensive coach, I say don't let anybody behind me.
absolutely.
Don't let anybody behind me. Robinson looks to the right side, and no!
Has a wide open
Has a
receiver.
wide open receiver in front.
Overlooked him.
But a good defensive play by Marlon Rataj, number 8 for Brook Hill. So it's going to be a turnover on downs with 36 seconds left.
6 seconds to go in the first half.
And so Brook Hill will take over after that pass. And Robinson just, I think, got a little excited. I think he saw maybe a little window opening and thought he could put it in there. But Rataj in the double coverage just came in.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm
So
not
Brook
mad at
Hill-
him for trying, but, you know,
Right.
again, he missed a wide open guy.
So I expect Brook Hill to just run one play, going to run a run play, and then probably kneel it down to finish the first half.
Yeah, we don't need to do anything crazy here.
Oh, he's going to run a pass. McCown back to
He
throw.
is
He's going to
looking
hit
deep.
from behind. And that's going to be a big
Taken
man, number
down by
70,
number 70.
Eloy Garcia Lara. And he's going to come in and make his presence known here towards the end of the first half. As the guard, for some reason, decided they wanted to go for a pass, and they're lining up quickly again as the clock runs with 10 seconds left in the first half. McCowan waits. They look to the side, get the play. And I don't think a play is coming in. I think they're just going to let it run as the coaches let that actually happen. So we are done here in the first half. Your first half score, Brook Hill 34, Life Oak Cliff 6. And so that's going to do it for the first half. We're going to stay with the field for the first half entertainment. We're going to take a break really quick. Vince and I will come back, have a little conversation, and then let you enjoy the halftime entertainment here at Harrington Stadium. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETSN.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the 2023-2024 Brook Hill Cadets. The cadets are under the direction of Emma French.
Great job, cadet drill team. Let's hear it for them. And now, sports fans across the world have been awaiting this moment as our spectacular, magnificent, most awesomest Brook Hill Lower School cheerleaders taking the field under the direction of our state champion guard cheerleading team, coaches Tiffany Hubbard, Maddie Hanks. Let's hear it. These girls have been working hard, and it shows. Let's hear it for the future state champions. Great job, lower school cheer and varsity cheerleaders. Now would be a great time to make your way to that Brook Hill Athletics, Conroy Family Concession Stand. We've got Bruno's Pizza. We've got chili cheese dogs, the queso extravaganza nachos, buttery fresh popcorn, all the Coca-Cola products, including the Dasani bottled water. We've got candy, not to mention the For Real milkshakes. Couple of bits of information. For those of you who haven't had yours today, today is National Tofu Day. So I'm sure on the way home you want to stop and get a can of that stuff and have some tofu. It's also, for all you Brook Hill people who I'm sure you did this today, it's the National Bring Your Manners to Work Day. So I'm sure we all did that.
Well, that was a great halftime show, Vince. We got to see Brook Hill put on for the Guard faithful.
Yeah, absolutely. That was dope.
So we're going to do some score updates and do some talking here. I got some scores here. Looks like, Lone Oak up 22-7. The last update was in the second quarter, 22-7 over Winona. Pineland West Sabine 16-0 over Alto right now. That last one was back in the second quarter as well. Van and Chapel Hill at halftime, 23-14. Halftime, Paul Pewitt over Wascom right now, 14-12. That looks like a good nip and tuck game right there.
Yeah.
Troop, this is a big one right here. Troop is just, I had to say, my daughter, intern Claire.
Yeah.
Here at NETSN. Intern Claire goes to Troop. They have a good team. She is the drum major over there at Troop. She's there. 42-7.
Let me stop you right there. On our show, did she pick against Troop? Did she?
No.
Did she? I don't know why I thought
no, no.
She didn't pick against him? Okay.
No,
all
not
right,
against you, because this was the week we didn't get to do the show this week, but now intern
Maybe
Claire,
I'm mixing it up.
my wonderful, beautiful daughter,
Uh-huh.
she doesn't pick games like most.
Yeah.
For those of
very
you who don't
interesting.
know, my daughter picks football games, high school football games, based on the band of the team that's playing.
You heard that right, fellas.
And let me tell you something. She's pretty good. She has a pretty good record. She's in about the middle right now. She beat me in the first week. She beat a lot of people in the first week. and her logic is sound, and you can't argue with her.
No.
Trust me, she's 17-year-old. I try to argue, I lose. And so, but yes, intern Claire is over at Troop right now. They're leading 42-7 over Carlisle at home. It's their first home game of the season.
Okay.
27-7 Pleasant Grove over Bird, the Louisiana team coming into town there. And then Harmony will KO his area right there. 42-0 is the score over White Oak.
Wow.
And that was just second quarter score there. Vince, you have any you want to throw out?
Okay, I want to highlight one that I have here.
All right, go ahead.
Looks like I have Kilgore and Gilmer playing right now.
Now,
and
that's
the
a big
last
one.
update, the score is 7-0.
Who?
Gilmer.
Okay, now and that's a big one because Kilgore played Carthage last week.
Yes.
And it was not. I mean, Carthage got a little heart attack last week. With
It was
Kilgore.
not the game people thought it would be. I believe it was 30-27.
and Kilgore led a little bit in that game.
They did. They did.
And so that is one of our pick'ems this week, and I had to come back to that one to pick it, the Kilgore Gilmer game, because I watched Chapel Hill play Gilmer last week.
Yeah.
Brett and I did that game. I watched Gilmer. Gilmer's a good football team. They
are.
always are. However, with Kilgore playing Carthage the way they did, I had to sit and actually think about who I was going to pick for that one. Ultimately, I picked Gilmer because I think Gilmer has more staying power in the long run.
So I picked Kilgore to win this game.
Oh,
I
questioned
questioned it.
Well, of course you did, because you were always the
No.
the underdog.
No. I don't want to take the underdog. But I started to look at the defense, and I said, well, for Kilgore to hold Carthage to only 30 points, where Carthage in the last 2.5 years, have blown out almost practically everybody they've played. So to me, that said a lot about Kilgore's defense. Now, I know Gilmer is good, and they can score. Now, they couldn't keep up with Chapel Hill, but they can score.
Yeah.
I just thought that maybe the defense would slow down Gilmer enough till,
And it looks like they're kind of doing it.
Yeah, they are.
It's what, 7? You said 7-0. What
7-0.
What was the time on that score?
I believe that was done at 8:32. I'm guessing this is at the half. Okay.
At the half.
This is at the half.
So 7-0, and that's. I mean, I tell you what. And Gilmer put up a lot of points on a good defense of Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
So to turn around the next week,
I just feel like Kilgore might find a way to win that one.
Yeah.
Even if they don't.
Gilmer's, yeah. And that's crazy.
Even if they don't win this one, if you're Chapel Hill or anybody else in that district, you got to be nervous right now the way they're playing.
To go back to back with Carthage 1 week, I mean,
absolutely,
you got 2 top 5 teams back to back in the first 2 weeks.
Back to back.
And to put it now, depending on how the game ends up, you can't play the first half. I mean, you got a whole second half.
You cannot.
The game does not end at halftime.
It does not.
We got to see how that ends.
Yeah.
But if they play like they've been, that's going to be an interesting run.
It's impressive right now. I'll definitely say that.
And I will say this, as the last two years have gone, especially the way Chapel Hill Kilgore has played, having to meet in district, having that be a deciding game, and then having to meet again in the playoffs as a regional or an area round to move on into deeper into the playoffs. That's going to be an interesting match to see how that happens and how that makes.
I think by the end of this season, we're going to see a lot of good football.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good one. Hey, I got another update here out of Pine Tree, Longview Pine Tree, leading Lindale 21-7, and that's in the second quarter. there. White House leading Jacksonville 23-6. White House coming off a tough loss last week, which a lot of us thought they were going to win, but they did not. So they're leading, however, the Jacksonville Indians 23-6 at halftime. And Mount Vernon is leading Gladewater 21-13. ARP right now getting beat by Garrison 35-13, and then Lufkin over Nacogdoches 21-0. Let's see what else we got. Overton, good Lord, Overton is beating All Saints 41-3.
Wow,
that is what you call a blowout.
You know, I don't understand what's going on right now, but it feels like a lot of teams are not playing defense,
and they really aren't. And maybe it's just early in the season. You know, I don't want to claim that all the time. You don't want to always say, because when is your point of, okay, early in the season is done? What game do you look at? Is that game 3? Is that game? I mean, So you got there's a point where you got to say, okay, it's time to play.
Yeah,
you either lace it up or you go home.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, when do you do that?
Right now, we're sitting at a blowout too. Now, I will say for this game that we're at right now at Brook Hill, the score doesn't really give justice to the kind of play we've seen.
No. Well, you got a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
You got an interception. You got so it hasn't been all offense.
No.
You know, and so you can't really base it on the way. I mean, Life Oak Cliff made a great stop against Brook Hill, who seemingly has their way with that defense there in the second quarter. And Life Oak Cliff did a great job. The Lions stopped them. The Lions started moving the ball there towards the end of the first half.
They did.
So maybe they go into the halftime. Coach Orrick sits them down and goes, guys, this is what we saw. Because that's what you do. Your coaches get together and they go, okay, this is what we saw. This is what their defense is doing. This is how we can proceed, and this is how we can win. But Brook Hill could do the same thing. That's why you have the halftime. That's why you have the adjustments that you make. So the real big thing is we get to see, and it's exciting to see, what adjustments these coaches made for their teams and how Robinson, the quarterback for the Lions, is going to come back out. The big key, and this is the big key for me, the penalties. And it's both sides.
It is.
And it's the false starts. It's hold your water, and that's what my coach. It's the dumb ones. It's the mental mistakes that cause you to go backwards and cause you to make mistakes. Now there's some that you get, but you've had holding penalties on positive plays that have come back. Brook Hill had one. There was a 15-yard pass that came back because you had a holding penalty.
Yeah.
You had Life Oak Cliff had one. I think it was an 11-yard pass. First down. Nope, came back because you had a holding penalty.
I mean, think about the times when they start out 1st and 10 and then somebody jumps. You know, that happened probably 5 times.
I mean, you had one where the receiver just walked right across. I mean, middle mistakes. I know you're tired. I know it's not as hot as it was last week.
No.
But I know you're tired. I know it's hot. You have to stop. You have to maintain. You have to think. And so I'm hoping that they had enough time and the coaches got onto them and they come back out and play good heads-up football. And so talking about Carthage earlier, we're going to do some more game updates since it is halftime.
What you
got?
got?
About 4 minutes left, a little over 4 minutes left in this halftime. I have Carthage 21-0 over Pittsburgh, and that was a second quarter score.
Okay.
Tenaha is leading St. Augustine 28-7.
I got a score over here, Longview versus Marshall. Did you get that one already?
I didn't get that one, no.
Okay. I got it right here as 35-7 Longview.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a rivalry game, but everybody knows Longview is the team to beat in this area. So
got another rivalry game for you. Tyler Legacy, Tyler High.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting on that one.
Tyler
We're
Legacy.
saving that one.
14 at Tyler High, nothing just before the half.
Yeah.
And that would be a good – I would actually love to see that game.
Oh, yeah.
Because Tyler High coming back off of a 4 overtime win last week over Marshall?
Yeah, I actually got a chance to watch that game. They got some good playmakers on that team. And both teams do have new coaches.
Right.
So you're seeing a lot of energetic play from the players.
Right.
Because, you know, when you get a coach's change, it kind of shakes up the locker room a little bit, right?
It does. It makes it causes a little bit of controversy at times.
Yeah.
But it also ignites a little bit of excitement.
Sometimes you got to have a fresh face.
Exactly.
So,
and so that's a good one to watch there. Mount Pleasant is leading Sulphur Springs 19-0. That's going to be a good game because Sulphur Springs is a good powerhouse football team here at East Texas as well. So to have them as nothing on the goose egg really on the board right now is kind of interesting.
Did you get the Lindale game?
Yes, I did get the Lindale
all right, I
game.
want to make sure we got that.
Now here's a good one. Halftime is tied. Texas High and Colleyville Heritage are tied at 14 at half.
Wow.
So they're kind of and then Hallsville is leading Henderson 21-12 at halftime as well. And then Spring Hill. Oh, this is on our on one of our NETSN stations right now.
Yeah.
Center is leading Spring Hill 21-7.
Yeah.
And
Shout out
that's
to our
halftime, I believe.
Shout out to our
halftime.
center team out there. Yeah.
So good on that one. Shelbyville and Hemp Hill. Now that's deep. Hemp Hill's deep East Texas there. They're trailing Shelbyville 13-0. Timpson over Jefferson right now 22-14. And then Rockwall Heath and I don't know that score yet. It hadn't been updated, so I was just keeping going.
Yeah.
So those are all the scores I have. Do you have any more?
It looks like you kind of went through them. So yeah, all the ones for this area anyway.
Right.
So.
We have a lot more, but those aren't being as updated. So, but we are ready to start this one. We're going to take a really short break, and we come back the second half of Life Oak Cliff Lions and the Brook Hill Guard here at Harrington Stadium on the campus of Brook Hill. We'll be back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back. Brook Hill setting to take the kickoff here. They deferred, so they are ready to go.
You know, if you're Brook Hill right here, you make a statement and get in that end zone.
Yeah, you want to start off strong and kind of put them on the ropes early and not let them because the Lions had a little bit of momentum there.
They did
going. Try to see who's back to get the kick there, Vince.
He's turned sideways. I can't get a number right now, but.
All right, ready for the kickoff? Here we go. Second half underway here
Number
at
4.
Harrington Stadium. And it's going to be caught on the far side. Looked like it might have gone out of bounds. But that's going to be Samuel Williams with that one. And gets it about a 5-yard gain on the return. So it'll be first down and 10 on the 34-yard line for the guard. And they'll sit with their coach, get the play, and McCowan and company head out to the far hash mark and get ready.
You know they got to feel pretty confident coming out right now.
Oh, of course. But that's not going to stop them. I have a feeling they're going to put the Coach Riles is going to put the foot on the gas and keep it going. McCowan,
fumble.
But Durrett picks it up. Good reaction time. But the snap was rolled back, and as a former center, Vince, that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Because here's the thing, and a lot of times you don't know.
Yeah.
And when you do that, and of course, now I come from old school. We didn't have shotgun when I played back in the 1900s.
Yeah.
And so that's a little bit different. Now I was a deep snapper too, but that's a hard feeling. McCowan with it gives it to, I believe that was
breaks
35.
a tackle. Looks like he breaks another one.
That was Leland Watley, and he gets a first down with a 9-yard run. Actually, that was about an 11-yard run.
Yeah, had a lot of real estate there.
Yeah, and the guard back quick up to the line of scrimmage And handoff to Durrett.
There he goes again.
Up the middle. Gets a little clear. And I believe, I'm sorry, that wasn't Durrett. That was Watley again. So 2 back-to-back runs and 2 back-to-back first downs for the guard. And Watley's going to come out probably winded. I'm tired just watching him.
I mean, the chains are trying to keep up.
And so McCowan is back. Now Durrett's next to him. Durrett and Watley are back-to-back. He fakes the handoff, throws to the outside. Has a wide open receiver, Westbrook.
Dodges a defender.
And he's spinning around, too. Gets a little help from his buddy, number 18,
He's still
Blake
going.
Whitten.
He's still going.
And he's trying to get free.
Did they? They didn't blow a whistle.
I didn't hear a whistle, but I think they got momentum stopped. I think they're saying forward momentum was stopped. Progress was stopped. So they're going to put him at the 30 or the 25-yard line. So that's going to be first down again. So that was a good one by Westbrook. McCowan back. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Throw to the outside. Westbrook again. That's correction. That's going to be Richards, I believe. Gain of around 4.
4? Okay. Announcer's calling it 3, but.
Yeah, gain of 3. That was number 2, Ryder Williams on the reception. Sorry about that.
Trying to get the play in.
There's the snap. McCowan with the throw to the outside. It is a caught. Touchdown. So McCowan throws to, I believe, number 16. Yeah, number 16, Marcelo Martinez.
Mr. Martinez with that touchdown. All right.
I believe that's who it was. I could be wrong. No, correction. That was number 18. I apologize. Blake Whitten. Number 18. Asagi Azigbi to kick.
I missed it. What did they say? It was no good?
And it was no good.
No good.
So the score now, 40-6, with 8 minutes, 55 seconds left in the third quarter after that touchdown. We'll be right back after these messages from our touchdown sponsor, Precision Scanning.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we are back.
I just got him.
And Brook Hill ready to kick off. And here's the kick. It's going to be deep. That's going to be number 33. Win.
Brought down by number 4. Carlos Offrey.
Good stop by Offrey. That's going to be the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 to the 15.
Lifeboat Cliff has the ball on their own 15-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10.
So Robinson's back. And we're going to see how the Lions regrouped at halftime. Steps back. Throw. Wide open receiver. Oh, out of the hands. Wow.
He's kicking himself after that one.
He sure is. He had nothing but green in front of him. That's Lamont Wynn. And, yeah, he's looking up. He wanted that one.
Yeah. That was 6.
But that, I tell you what, Coach, I'd come back to that play later because that was a broken play wide open.
Yeah.
So that'll be 2nd and 10. Robinson back, throws to the outside, and it's caught, but he's hit immediately and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 1-yard loss.
Is that number 4?
Yeah, that was taken down. That was Affrey. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Robinson back, gets a throw, and it was intended for Terrin Stanley. So it looks like the punt team's going to come out.
You know, that's really been the story for the night for Life Oak Cliff. Just a bunch of missed opportunities.
Now, Vince, remember the last time they were in punt formation, it was over the head. Let's see if they can regroup. And it's a bounce, and it's a bobble punt. And he recovered, number 19, Arthur Hernandez, but the Brook Hill guard's going to get it at the 1-yard line. So that is not what the Lions wanted.
You definitely don't want to start the second half like that.
And that's got to be heartbreaking,
especially
for the Lions.
I mean, when you look at the fact that Brook Hill is averaging probably about 7-8 yards a carry right now.
Here comes the Brook Hill offense. And it's going to be up the middle. Touchdown, Brook Hill. And that's going to be Watley gets that touchdown. So 1 play, 1 yard, and 6 points on the board. And I believe it's going to be Sagi Azigby coming back again. He's got to be about 6'3". What do you think?
Gotta be.
Yes, sir.
That's a grown man.
That is a big man. He is a senior, and the kick is up, and it's still going about a mile. He put a lot of kick into it, and it is good. So the score now, with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left, is 47 Brook Hill, 6 Life Oak Cliff. I'll be right back from Brook Hill School. Don't go away.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Athletics, thanks to Ben Ralston of Ralston Outdoor Advertising for promoting Brook Hill Athletics.
We are back here at Brook Hill. Ziegby ready to kick off after that 1-yard touchdown run by the guard. Kick is deep. It's fumbled by Wynn. Wynn takes it around to the outside, but gets about to the 30. Excuse me, it's going to be the 21-yard line. Looks like it's where Mr. Referee is going to spot. Oh, he's going at an angle. Not really sure where they're going to spot it yet.
Osagi, Bigfoot, Ziegby. Drives that ball deep.
They called him a Soggy Bigfoot. Ziegby, the kicker for the guard. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Back to Robinson, throw, and a complete pass. He bobbled it a little bit, but he came down with it. That was Harlem Starks, number 5, for the Lions. So it's a gain of, looks like around 3. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Robinson back. He's getting a little pressure, breaks to the outside, and he's hit.
Looks like he's
Still trying to go, and he throws it, but maybe get a flag, and no, because I do believe he may have had a receiver. But he also was outside the pocket. I don't know if that's a rule in high school. If you're outside the pocket, you can kind of throw it away.
Yeah, you can still throw it out.
So Robinson back. And it's 3rd down. The throw, it's picked off. And that's number 88.
Going back for 6. Touchdown.
And that's Santion del Valle Hernandez, number 88.
Picked off by number 88, Santiago del Valle Hernandez.
So a pick 6 by the Brook Hill guard.
Nice read by Santiago.
And that's going to bring up Asagi Ziegby and company with the swinging gate going.
Keith, is that the 2nd or 3rd defensive touchdown?
That's, I believe, the 4th defensive touchdown by the Brook Hill guard in this game.
Life is good when the defense scores.
Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left, your score here in Brook Hill, 54, the guard, 6, Oak Cliff. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Appreciate your help with the cross-country meet starting early in the morning.
And we are back here at Brook Hill. We have a little bit of a one-sided game here. The Lions were showing signs of life a little bit earlier, but a couple of bad plays kind of deflated them a little bit there, Vince.
You know, I would say Brook Hill sucked the life out of them, but it really feels like they did it to themselves.
Yeah, when you make the mistakes, and honestly, Vince, just watching them, they have the potential. They really have good athletes on their team, and you just hate to see this. The Ziegby just puts a lot of leg in this one. And here's the return. That's Wynn, number 33. And there, I mean, he's got the speed too.
I think that's 13. Is that?
No, that's 33.
That's 33. Okay,
yeah, that's Wynn, Mr. Wynn.
I read it wrong.
He's their return guy. He's got some speed in him, and if he ever gets out of there, he's gone. But like I was saying, LOC has just has great athletes. They can't put it together for some reason. And then, you know, it's just one of those things.
I mean, there was a couple of moments where I jumped out of my seat. I thought, oh, that's it.
And they're a really young team. If you look, they have a lot of freshmen and sophomores on their teams.
Yeah.
And so just one of those things where it may just be young. There's Robinson. Throws to the outside, and it's caught. That's going to be Stanley on the catch.
I think he got the first down.
And he gets either the first down or close to it, and they're going to give it to him.
Okay.
And the clock's going to run down. That's going to be it for the third quarter. We're going to move on to the fourth. So 3 quarters in the books here at Brook Hill. And your score 54-6. We'll be right back. Don't go very far. You're watching NETSN from Brook Hill.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back. Robinson takes the snap for the Lions. A good pass to the outside.
Now, if I'm LOC right here, I might dig into the playbook a little bit and just try some new things. Let some other guys get some reps.
Yeah, that was Devontae Alex, number 6 on that reception. Yeah, I'm like you. I would try and do a little bit of razzle-dazzle myself, too.
Let's just see what works. We already found out what didn't work. Now let's find out what does work.
2nd down and 10 after that reception. And a pass over. Good catch.
There it goes.
And
right
there he is again. That's Jaden.
Oh, he's gone. Left foot,
He's
right
down
foot.
to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. There is no flag that I can see in the back. So good job, Braden Facuels. And that's a touchdown for the Lions. They will not go quietly into that good night, Vince.
No. You know, I always say when I see runs like that, I always say left foot, right foot.
Yeah.
You know, and I say that because, like, I used to have a coach back in the day that used to always say, you know, when you get those easy ones like that, it's so easy to trip up.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to count your steps.
And you got to make sure that, that you don't, like.
You don't trip over your own foot, so.
Right. And here's the kick. Got a flag on that one. So we'll see what this is going to be. The kick was no good, but there's a flag on the far side of the field. Waiting to see what that call will end up being. And I don't know if they're going to wave it off or make the call. Can't tell. Right now we have a running clock. They're waving it off.
Yeah.
So it was no good. The kick was, well, are they saying it was good? Anyway, I can't tell.
I think the refs are ready to go.
I don't know if that was hands up for a touchdown or good or hands up for I give up. But anyway, that's going to be a good 6 points and a good job by Braden, number 21, for the Lions. I like the fact that you just don't give up. I love when teams do that.
You have to preach it.
And these young men are just, they're well coached. You can tell because they didn't give up. I mean, it's so easy for you to just stop, especially with this type of score, for you to just say, I'm done.
And you can tell they're out there still fighting. Sometimes you can see it on the field in their body language.
Right.
That they're done. They're ready to go home. They're ready to eat and go home, get into bed.
But you know what I also
they
like?
don't look like that.
Right. And I also like to see, You have the same amount of fans over there right now as you did at the start of the game.
Absolutely. I love that.
And that's awesome. And I am going to give kudos to the fans of Life Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
They are here. They haven't moved. I've seen they're cheering their team on, and I love to see that. There's the kickoff. It's going to be a fair catch by Samuel Williams. But like I was saying, I've been watching. Nobody's left. Yeah. They walked over to get some food.
Yeah.
But they hadn't gone anywhere, and I love
that's
to
one
see
of my
that.
pet peeves. I don't like that. When people get up and just leave.
Yeah.
And, oh, my team's lost, I'm done. I never really like that.
No, yeah, and they haven't done that, and that just makes me so happy to see, because they're showing these young men that they're behind them no matter what.
Yeah.
And so very, very proud of the LOC fans showing these young men that they're behind them 100%, and they should be, because this is a good football team despite what the score says. McCowan behind the line of scrimmage, hands off. Oh, that's not McCowan. I apologize. That's number 10, Cam Ryle.
Looks like they
backup
pulled
quarterback.
McCowan.
Huh? Well, they did. They're up, so they're bringing in the backup. Cam Ryle is the junior quarterback. And McCowan is probably going to be the quarterback next year when McCowan graduates.
Yeah.
Ryle in the backfield. Williams coming out, trying to figure out what's going on. Ryle hands off. That's going to be Watley.
Ray Watley.
And they call him Trey Watley. He is Leland Watley III, and they call him Trey.
Watley the first is in the stands tonight. A veteran. Thank you to all the Watleys.
So it's going to be second down and around 5 after that run by Trey Watley. Ryle takes it, hands it off to Watley. Watley makes a break up and gets smacked.
He took a couple of hits there.
He sure did. But 23, Jalen Andrews introduced himself pretty hard there. And a gain of about 2 as Watley gets him a little bit closer, but it's going to be third down. A gain of actually, around 4. So it'll be 3rd and 1 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game here at Harrington Stadium. The hurry-up offense is not really hurrying up right now. They're just kind of running the clock as Cam Ryle sets back. There's the snap, handoff. Watley again to the outside.
Up the field.
Breaks a couple of tackles, gets to...
he's still going.
Breaks one, gets to the 20, and is dragged down, kind of. And they try to get him down, but finally he's taken down by number 12, Cartrell Chambers. He's a freshman linebacker. So he breaks about 10 tackles there, Vince, before he's finally taken down by the freshman. And he gets a first down and more, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the guard.
Again, you have to give credit to Brook Hill's offensive line. They are just having their way.
And they are. Cartrell Chambers, the young man who made that tackle, he's got to come out. His helmet came off. So he's going to come out. They had to make a little substitution change. And we have timeout. Oh, we have an injury timeout.
Uh-oh.
And I actually believe that was a little fake. I think that's, hey, I need a substitute.
Yeah.
Take it down and because, we had that too back in the day. I'm not, hey, you got to do what works, man.
Yeah.
There's the snap, and the handoff goes to Watley. And I believe that's going to be that's going to be a loss of 1.
I think that might be the first time they went backwards tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it maybe a couple of times, but it wasn't very much. About a 1 yard again there. Excuse me. So second down and 11 for the guard as Cam Ryle takes the snap, handoff to Watley. No, he keeps it, runs up the middle. He's got a wide open hole, and he in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Brook Hill. Touchdown brought to you by Precision Scanning, our touchdown sponsor of the game. They have got a lot to be sponsoring tonight. A lot of touchdowns in this ball game. After that touchdown, the point after attempt as Asagi Azigbi sits back, the 609-foot senior kicks it up and through the uprights. It is good.
I'm just amazed at this man's height. I mean, he towers over everybody else out there.
And knocks the ball just, I don't think that one's landed yet.
Yeah.
I think that hit my truck in the parking lot,
Yeah.
maybe. All right, we're going to take a break as we got a touchdown sponsor, Precision Scanning. After that touchdown, we'll be right back.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we are back. Want to thank you again for watching tonight. We've had our touchdown sponsor, Precision Scanning. Injury timeout sponsor is Karen Murphy. And, of course, our title sponsor is Azalea Orthopedics. We want to thank all of our sponsors tonight and all of you for joining us. Give you some updates right now.
What you got?
We got Chapel Hill 43, Van 14 over there in Chapel Hill. We're still a little bit of time in the third quarter. The Troop Carlisle game, we still have the halftime score, so it's 42-7. I think I may have to text my daughter and get her to get us an update. There's the kick by Azigbi. And that's going to be taken by number 6, Devontae Alex.
Taken down pretty quick.
Yeah, he got taken down by number 14. I believe that's Lucas.
Lucas Che?
No, that was 24. Sorry. That's 24, Jawan Beck. So he gets that. So the Lions are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Robinson steps back, throws to a wide-open receiver to the outside, and he breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, and tries to make some good yards, and he does. That's Charles Hicks. That's the freshman wide receiver, and he is down at the 30-yard line on an injury, and we have a timeout happening. And we hate to see that.
Especially at the end of the game.
And we're not sure. I think that's we're going to hold off. That was the last play of the game. The clock's at 0, but we're going to hold off. Excuse me. And we're going to go to our injury timeout real quick. We'll be right back to Harrington Stadium on the campus of Brook Hill.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
So we still have an injured player on the field, but the teams, I think I'm not sure who it is, but the game is over, and your final score here in Brook Hill is 61, the Brook Hill Guard, Live Oak Cliff 12. So the young man is being helped up, so he's going to be, at least he's moving, so that's a good sign. We like to hear that, or see that, excuse me. And his team's actually going to go over there and take a look at him, make sure he's doing okay.
I don't think he's putting that foot down.
No, I think he just got a little twist on there maybe, and they're going to take a look at him and make sure that he'll be okay. But that's going to do it for us here in Brook Hill. So we are glad that you are with us and that you stayed with us for this game. We appreciate you watching here on NETSN. And we'll have a lot more going on this week. And shoot over to our other games that are going on. The Chapel Hill Van game going on. It's our radio broadcast. The video is on Texan Live. And then our center station for NETSN, they're playing right now as well. They're probably going into their fourth quarter there. This one played a little faster than the others because we're just that good here with Vince and I. So anyway, we are going to finish things up here, and that'll do it. So for Vince, Rob on the camera, and myself, we're going to call it a game of successes here at Brook Hill. Hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend for most of us here. So be safe, be kind, and we'll see you next time on NETSN. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.